Hey guys, welcome back to CBD. My name is Frankie. If you don't know who I am, welcome. Um, so on this podcast, I know I haven't filmed in a while. Apologize for that. It's been a few months. Um, do want to start getting back into this because this is a passion of mine that I do want to see myself growing and be able to get my feet wet and experience things that are outside my comfort zone. So this is a passion of mine, and I do want to move forward with it. Anyways, sorry about that. Rant a little bit. Okay. So, it is off season, as we all know. Combine is this week, and there's a lot of topics I do want to go over. So we're gonna start out. So quarterback, Justin or Caleb? Honestly, as I look at this, I am in the middle. I do lean more toward the Justin Fields side just because Justin's been our guy for 3 years. This would be year number 4, and he's grown every year, in my opinion. But as I watch the Caleb Williams film, I see a playmaker. I see a guy that can turn this team into a Super Bowl contending team. This is not something I would say a few weeks ago. I'll tell you that. But I also look at it as Justin can also make this team a Super Bowl contending team with help around him. But who do I lean more toward? I honestly lean more toward Justin because as I look at Caleb, in my opinion, I see a big ego problem that he needs to either fix or I don't know. It's not just that either. I watched a lot of his college film this year, and he did not beat any good teams. I'm not saying Justin did that in college either. Justin was in a great system in college, had great players around him, NFL receivers, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Marvin. I mean, I don't think Marvin played with him. No, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And then obviously Marvin Harrison is coming up. They didn't play it, I don't think, but their receivers were stacked. The team was good with Justin on it. That's why Justin was great in college. With Caleb, the argument is he did not have a good team in college with USC. But yeah, I just don't see. I don't know. I'm leaning toward Justin, and I think the Bears should trade down, which I'll get to that portion later. Trade down, get as much as you can. But yeah, I'm leaning more toward the Justin camp. Under the radar guys to look out for. So I was taking some notes on this one running back. And he goes. Oh shit. He goes to Delaware. His name. Oh god, dude. Of course, I freaking lost it. Anyways, his name is Dylan Lebre, and he plays for New Hampshire. And when I tell y'all that this guy should be higher on a lot of NFL teams' draft boards, he needs to be, because I don't know why he's not getting the national attention that he's not getting. But he reminds me of a Tariq Cohen, Christian McCaffrey type of guy who has strength, obviously. When I watch him, he's tough to tackle on open field. He can catch out of the backfield. He was also used as a return man in college, and very versatile when it comes to being, say, the quarterback dumps it down to him, he'll make a guy miss. He won't get tackled easily. He's a guy that I think is going to go around either round 3 or round 4 in the draft. He is not high on draft boards for teams. I don't know why. Maybe he'll climb this week. Hopefully he does. But yeah, that's a guy that I am looking at. That's not really on a lot of people's radars. That I'm going to be covering more this offseason once his common numbers come out and his pro day and everything. So I do want to start covering him this offseason. I just want to see where his talent goes and what team he goes to. I mean, that's come to Chicago, but I don't think we're drafting a running back unless we get rid of Khalil. Outside of quarterback, who do you want the Bears to look at, either draft or free agency? So I'm going to start with the draft. Like I said a few minutes ago, I really think the Bears need to trade down. And the player I want them to get is Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State because, in my opinion, Darnell Mooney is not that wide receiver 2 anymore. I feel like he is more of a wide receiver 3, but I don't think the Bears are going to re-sign him. He hasn't proved it. But yeah, that's for the draft. I haven't looked into any offensive linemen yet, but I do think the Bears definitely need a center, bro. They definitely need a center. That's honestly the only position on the offensive line that I really think they need to hit. Either draft or free agency. Now let's move over to free agency. I think that the Bears do honestly need to look at their running back position. And there's a guy named Saquon Barkley that is going to be available to sign. Yes, I know the injury history with Saquon, but the Bears need like that 1-2 punch with Justin or whoever's at quarterback. Let's just say Justin. With Justin and that running back. 2 years ago, when we had Montgomery, we had that 1-2 punch with Justin and Monty. You plug in a running back like Saquon. I honestly don't know what the defense, who they would play on. Would they play for Justin running ability? Okay, cool. You're gonna play for Justin's running ability. Cool. We'll run with Saquon. If you play for Saquon's running, okay, you got Justin leaking out. Or even better, Justin will hit a guy open down the field because you're playing for both of those. So, I mean, like, that's just my opinion. Running back, when you have wide receiver, I know Gabe Davis is available. I don't know. I mean, we're going to need that third receiver. Because say if we get obviously we have DJ. Say if we get Marvin Harrison too, a second receiver, and then we're gonna need that third guy because Tyler Scott isn't. I don't think he's it. And obviously Velus Jones is he's Velus. But yeah, Justin Fields' podcast appearance. So he appeared on the same Brown Brothers podcast a few days ago, or some like last week or something, and that kind of intrigues me because Justin is not a guy that is going to appear on many podcasts or media markets. And yeah, I understand it's a NFL players podcast, which I'm honestly liking recently. I've seen a lot more NFL players come out with podcasts, which is awesome. I want more of them to keep coming out with them. But Justin, on that podcast, you saw who Justin Fields is as a person. And honestly, Justin came out and basically said that he wants to stay in Chicago, loves the city of Chicago. Also said that if they are going to make a decision, he wants to know either if they're going to trade him or keep him. He wants to stay in Chicago. But his mindset is that let me know so I know what to prepare for going into this offseason. Am I going to be learning a whole new offense? I mean, either way, is a new offense because we got the new offensive coordinator. But is he going to be learning a new offense with new players and new coaches and new personnel and new everything? Or is he going to be learning a new offense with the same players around him, the same coaches, kinda? So like, he honestly just wants to know like who he's going to be working with, and because with Justin, he just likes watching film whenever. So and then the whole thing about him unfollowing the Bears, he said that people took that out of context, which I said because they're NFL players. I mean, some of them I guess do, but Justin Fields, for example, is not going to unfollow the Bears because hey, trade me. That's not Justin. That's not something he's going to do. He's going on vacation. He wants nothing to do with football right now, and I don't blame him. He said he's going through all the comments on the Bears post. Oh, we want Fields. Oh, we want Caleb. Oh, trade Justin. Do this. Draft him. Like Justin just doesn't want to see it, so that's why he did it. And people are calling him. Someone called him a coward. Forgot his name. I'm gonna have to look up his name, but like you don't call Justin a coward. I'm sorry. That's just like you're a coward calling Justin Fields a coward because Justin. Oh no, Justin unfollowed the Bears. He's comparing him to Mitch Trubisky. Told everyone to turn the TVs off back in 2020 because Justin Fields is coming out of college and yeah, I don't know. That situation is just so messed up. Like you don't call Justin Fields a coward because he unfollowed the Bears and the NFL. He did this not just the Bears, the NFL in general. But whatever. All right. So number 5. So this one's kind of weird. I only see one thing happening here, but landing spots for Justin Fields. So if the Bears end up trading Justin Fields and going number 1 for Caleb Williams, I think the only team that's going to be an actual trade destination for Justin Fields is Atlanta. Hometown kid, grew up in Kennesaw, Georgia. Atlanta is, that team there. That's the only team I see, honestly. I don't see Pittsburgh. I personally don't think Mike Tomlin's going to bring in a quarterback. I mean, he might bring in a veteran, but I think a free agent wise veteran will go to Pittsburgh. But I don't see Justin going to Pittsburgh. I don't even see Justin going to Las Vegas. No, I don't see that happening either. But yeah, I just see him going to Atlanta. If anything, it's either Atlanta or Chicago. I don't see him going anywhere else. All right, this is the topic I want to talk about the most. What can we get? What can we get for the number 1 overall pick? So as we all know, last year we got a lot. We traded down with Carolina, and they moved up 7 or 8 spots, I think. And we got their first pick last year, first pick this year, obviously, another draft pick, and then DJ Moore. But this year, people are hyping up Caleb Williams, saying he's going to be Andrew Luck, he's going to be Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be all this, and it. Okay, cool. Well, Ryan Poles is going to get a lot for that pick if that's what people are talking about. And I personally think the teams that I can see trading up for the number 1 pick, the Bears can move down to 2 with Washington, and Washington give us obviously their first overall pick, but we're gonna move down 1. Their first round pick next year. I can even see a first round pick the following year. And then probably a player. And the player in mind I got is Daron Payne, defensive lineman, or Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman. Those two guys are guys that I'm keeping an eye on for the Bears to see if they're available via trade for that number 1 pick. Another team I can see trading with the Bears, who is too far low on the draft boards. I don't know. It's Vegas. I think they give us a lot. They got Max Crosby, obviously. I think the Bears could trade for him and have their first this year, next year, the year after. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we can do. But personally, I think that we are going to be trading this pick. I don't think we are going to take Caleb Williams. I saw an article from Peter King this morning. And Peter King is a guy that's been writing articles for the NFL for years. And he's retiring this year. And last year he predicted that the Bears would trade the pick and also get DJ Moore. And what happened? But he's saying in his article that the Bears could possibly not trade down once, not trade down twice, but could trade 3 times. There's a lot of quarterback needy teams. And I like that. But at the same time, I don't want them to trade down too far where they're going to miss out on Marvin Harrison. But yeah. So I personally think the Bears are going to trade down. And I personally want them to trade with Washington. But we'll see what happens there. But that is going to be it for this episode. I am going to try and get some guests on. I know I had that one guest, the Windy City Productions, a few months back. I do want to try hitting up some more people and get some people on here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I cannot wait to be able to do this more often, which I will be doing. I'm gonna try and focus on at least one podcast a week. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.